Hey everyone, it's Nathara, and today I'm going to be going over the theme pack, Forsaken Time Space. In it, you get the Chat Bubble Suite. Oh, I don't know how to say that. Sweet Valrhona. We'll go with that. You get the Pose, Freedom, Dissociation. Pretty cute full body pose. You get the Scene times Cranny, and you also get the Dynamic Pose, Sound of Mechanism. And this is the scene in its entirety. It's an abyss of a scene with just this set of cogs and clocks right here. This is all it is. And here's your entire posable area. You can go further up, but it is just a black scene. There's just nothing up there, but you do have the option if you really wanted to. And here's the lighting on the lightest and darkest shades available in the game. It does cast a significant light from behind, so you will have the outline from back there. It's not too bad. It does kind of adds an odd reflection onto her. Could be because I have her skin tone, the glossy factor all the way down. You can see a lot of speckles on her skin, and even when I take a photo, I feel like it kind of lowers the quality of it, versus if you look over here, it just kind of doesn't really look like that, and you just can't see that harshness that the light and the scene is causing as well as you can on the darker doll. Here is the lighting from the front though, and here's the lighting from the right side, as in your doll is facing the right. The clocks are right there. And here's the lighting from the back. Very, very dark. And here's the lighting from the left, as in your doll is facing the left. The clocks are right here. And here's our full body pose again, Freedom Dissociation. A pretty cute pose, and of course there's no handhelds with this one, but you can have a handheld in it. It would be cute for like kissing poses if you want to kind of get your characters in there for like a little kiss scene. That would be cute for that. Also, the facial expression for that is good. Overall, it's not a bad pose. If I do use it, I use it from this angle up here, and I usually have a smile on her face to make it a bit more cute. And here's the Sound of Mechanism dynamic pose without the dynamic camera on, so you can see better kind of what you're getting and you know what you may be able to get out of this pose. And here's the Freedom Dissociation facial expression. It is a fully closed eye facial expression. It's actually kind of hard to get one of these because most of the time the character doesn't have her eyes all the way closed, so this expression is pretty good, especially if you want to try and make like a praying facial expression. This is good for that, or a sleeping one. And here is the Sound of Mechanism facial expression. It does kind of just flick about. There's not much to it, to be honest. It's a pretty simple facial expression, so you're not going to be getting too much with that. That one's more, the Sound of Mechanism is definitely more focused on the movements than the facial expressions. And I'm going to click through a few of the filters so you can kind of see what it looks like and how it affects the scene. And here's the vignette. The halo can go really hard in this scene. And your white balance, of course. You can always play with that, and because the scene is black and white, makes it a bit more fun to play with, in my opinion, to be able to get those colors and have them curve and create a whole bunch of looks with that. And of course you can always desaturate and saturate higher. your contrast. And there is one good hotspot in this scene. It is if you push your doll back into the clock, she does turn into a light bulb. You can also bring her up. It does get a little dim, but she is there. Let me see if I can bring her forward a bit. You do have to be right in the clock for it to work. But you can push her off to the sides a bit, and it's still there. Looks like it went away there. Oh goodness, it's very bright right there. So you can make your doll glow. This effect does, I feel, work the best on the super pale dolls because it like literally makes them look like a light bulb. And another cool thing to note about Times Cranny is that you can actually kind of glitch it a bit. Let me show you. So if you put in like the Twilight City scene is one of the ones that it works with, and then you just undo that, you can still have the cogs, but you will have the background scenery of Twilight City. So it does create a pretty cool effect that I quite like. It does not work with every scene like that instantaneously. There is other scenes where you just have to like, there's a certain number that you have to flick between them to get the cogs to show up. But I will put a list up right now of scenes that this does work with so that you can play around with it yourself. And here's the cutest little chat bubble, sweet Valrhona. Like I said, I don't know how to actually say that. I think it's a sweet treat. It looks like a little chocolate cake, but the text in it is white, and you do get like, I think it's a meringue and a little strawberry and some other little sweet on the other side, and the bottom it's like a little cupcake. I mean, I think it's cute. It's adorable. If you like sweet treats, this is a good one for you. But that is currently everything I can think of to showcase with the scene pack. I do hope you found this helpful and useful in deciding if you want to purchase it or not. It's one of the unique scenes. In my panel you can see I've just got my doll kind of like on top of the cog instead of down where the scene normally is. I thought that was kind of cool. So it can give you some pretty interesting displays if you'd like. But yeah, that's all for now. So I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.